Welcome back, everybody, to more Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. And we're back on the Ebon Hawk. We took care of Manon, everybody. And now we're heading off to our what I would believe to be our last destination, the place that will give us the true location of wherever this Star Forge may be. But before we do that, we got some stuff to take care of, kids. Because we have one more character-based thing I kind of gotta do. Hey, Karth.
Yes, what's on your mind?
What do you know about Revik and Malik? Yeah.
To think that I once looked up to these two as the best that humanity had to offer. Now I'd like nothing more than to put a blaster to both their heads. Although I suppose that only Malik is left, isn't he? Turned on his own master. Not that Revan didn't have it coming. Typical for their kind, I guess.
You knew them personally?
No, not personally. They aided the Republic during the Mandalorian Wars. They were heroes. Without them, the Mandalorians would have finished us for certain. In the fleet, we didn't see much of the Jedi, and I only met Malik once, but I was impressed by him. I guess that just shows how much the dark side can change someone.
How did they get away with all this?
Well, when they returned from wherever they went, they had an entire fleet with them. Nobody knows where they got the ships. They had a lot of them. And as the years have passed, there always seems to be more and more, while our forces dwindle. Did they really get away with it, though? Revan was betrayed by Malik, and Malik hasn't won. In the end, the dark side won't help him.
Really? Well, that's something, isn't it? You knew them... what do you know about the dark side?
I used to think that it was a fancy name for something that I see every day. Corruption is everywhere. People are greedy and stupid and do horrible things. I'm starting to think it's different for the Jedi, however. That there's this evil watching them, waiting for its chance. You have so much courage and strength in you, yet somehow I have no trouble imagining it differently, like the flip side of a coin. It's not just you, it's Bastila as well. She's so intense. And I don't pretend to know much about the Force, but I know evil.
You think Bastila and I are evil?
No, of course not. All I'm saying is that when you have so much power, the stakes are higher. I can only imagine the kind of conflict that goes on inside you. Well, neither you nor Bastila are fully trained on how to handle your power. I'm just concerned at what might come.
That's sweet, Car. They didn't know you cared.
Oh, and that's not what I wouldn't want to see you hurt, either of you. I suppose finding the star maps is more important than your training and your safety. I just hope there isn't a price for you to pay.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me, Karth, and that's saying quite a bit. Alright, Miss Bastila.
How can I help? Then I suggest...
We have nothing to talk about, do we? That's weird. I expected us to have something to talk about at some point during our adventures together. Guess not. Let's talk to Juhani.
Yes. What is it?
Is something wrong?
I was remembering Taris.
What about it?
It was a horrible place to have to live. At least in the lower cities where the non-humans tended to get relegated. Living for years in a place with no sun, living off the trash dropped from the upper levels, and a meager pay doing back-breaking labor.
And those rat ghouls.
There was always the danger of rat ghouls coming up from the sewers, or more mundane predators living and working in the area. My family and I struggled each and every day to make something of our lives. But we could only go so far. Taxes from the corrupt government, more fees from the gangs controlling the streets, and whatever was left paying for what food and medical supplies we could afford.
Well, I mean, yeah, that sounds terrible, don't get me wrong, but how could such a government last?
It did not. But only because of the Jedi who came. It was very bad. With no money to spare for any amenities, even the Enclave on Dantooine seems a paradise in comparison. And of course, there was the constant bigotry and hate from the more affluent and human citizens, lording their wealth over us living below. Every once in a while, a rich human would come down through the lower levels with his droid entourage just to see how the wildlife lived, and laughed at the mockeries that were our successes. But I have come to meet many decent humans in my travels since those days. Indeed, some of the greatest people I have ever met are human.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Decent humans are kind of hard to find.
I have noticed that. But the Jedi Order seems to have collected a fair number. The Jedi who encouraged me to join the Order. The one who was with the group going to fight the Mandalorians. She was human. I suppose I see something of her in you when I look... I am sorry. I am getting away from my point. If there even was one. Sometimes I curse the day my parents fled to Taris. But then again, if they had not, I would not be where I am today.
Yeah, by the way, how did you even arrive on Dantooine?
Another story for another time. For now, we must continue our own epic. To save the galaxy, if we can.
Fair enough. So we got a couple things to take care of, guys. So, first up, I need to go, I think I can go almost anywhere to complete this next objective that I really want to do. Because like I said, a lot of this game is very character focused. You know, when we got to Tatooine, we were focusing on Mission's brother. We were focusing on Bastila's story. So a lot of this is very focused depending on what character you're playing. So we're gonna go to Dantooine. I'm pretty sure the thing I want to have happen can happen anywhere though. But, you know, it is what it is. We'll make the best out of it, the best that we can. There's nothing wrong here, everybody. We'll figure this out. We always do. Preferably without being attacked by Sith fighters. I would appreciate that. Nice.
What happened? What's going on?
Sith interdictor ship. They must have been waiting for us on the hyperspace route. We're caught in their tractor beam.
Do you recognize the ship?
It's the Leviathan. Saul Karrath's vessel. My old mentor.
Shit. I didn't think this happened yet. I didn't know I had all the star map pieces. Shit! Well, this is unfortunate.
Admiral Karrath taught me everything I know about being a soldier. He was a legend in the Republic fleet, and a hero to me until he betrayed us. When the Sith attacked my homeworld, the Leviathan, which is Saul Karrath's flagship, was at the head of the fleet. My family was destroyed that day, and my wife died in the Sith bombardment.
Don't let your lust for revenge... damn it. It's supposed to be dark side. This is your chance to avenge the family. This is a chance to avenge your family, dude. As long as you don't fuck up my mission, I don't care.
That is not the way of the Jedi. Vengeance, anger, emotion. These things lead to the dark side.
I'm not gonna do anything stupid. I mean, I won't throw our lives away in some mad quest for vengeance, but if I get a chance to kill Saul during our escape, nobody better get in my way.
Talk of an escape is somewhat premature, don't you think? We don't even have a plan to get out of this mess yet.
I'll admit it won't be easy. Saul's no fool, and he won't underestimate us either. You can count on plenty of guards watching every move we make.
Maybe Admiral Karrath doesn't know how many of us there are on board. We all have special talents. Talents we could exploit so that one of us could stage a rescue. We just have to figure out who has the best chance to avoid capture so they can come and rescue us later. It's a long shot, but it's our only hope.
Well, considering the fact that Karth, myself, and Bastila were the ones on Terrace before they blew Terrace up, more than likely none of us are going to be the ones to stay. We'll be watching the three of us very closely. One of the others is going to have to stay.
Well, if we're gonna pick someone to save our skins, we better do it quick. In another minute, we're gonna have Sith troops marching up our loading ramp.
A droid would have the best chance. HK-47 could come and rescue us. Actually, who could? Mission, maybe? I mean, she's gotten herself out of tight squeezes, right?
Statement. My construction includes a reserve memory chip and backup power supply that automatically kicks in if I have been shut down too long. Deactivate my main circuits and wipe my memory chip. The Sith will take me to the junk heap, and I can come rescue the rest of you after I reactivate.
And what if the Sith disassemble you before your reserve power kicks in?
Answer. That is possible. My reserve power supply is a prototype yet to be tested, yet I can attempt this task, if you wish.
We'll give it a shot. I trust you. And you seem to be pretty confident in yourself.
Hold on, they're dragging us into the docking bridge.
I hope I didn't fuck this up, but he's like the best chance I have. I don't trust anybody else. A droid would at least be able to get it done.
Bastila, Karth, and the crew have been taken prisoner as you ordered, Commander.
Excellent. Have you searched the ship thoroughly? Admiral Karth warned me to be on alert for any kind of treachery.
We found a disabled hunter-killer droid in the back of the ship.
Excellent. We can reprogram this droid to fight in our own army, wipe its memory chip, and take it to the salvage shop. The technicians will deal with it later.
Ha, nice try. Oh.
Karth, it has been far too long since we last spoke. I see the recent months have not been kind in your case. I barely recognized you.
But I recognize you, Saul. I see your face every night, even as I promised myself I will kill you for what you did to my homeworld.
Did you learn nothing in your time under me? As a soldier, you should understand that casualties were unavoidable. This was an act of war.
It was a cowardly act of betrayal. Your fleet bombed a civilian target into oblivion without warning or provocation, and the blood of those innocent people is on your hands.
In war, even the innocent must die. The Sith would not accept me until I proved I had truly turned my back on the Republic by bombing the planet.
My wife died in that attack, Saul. And for that, I swear I'll kill you.
You used to be a man of action, not of empty words. Cling to your lust for revenge if you must, but spare me your tired threats. I've heard them all before. You're an insignificant part of these events anyway. Lord Malak is far more interested in your Jedi companions. He has great plans for them.
We will never serve Malak or the dark side. The Sith will be destroyed, Admiral Karth, as will you if you don't turn away from this path.
Your words are brave, Bastila, but the lure of the dark side is hard to resist. Or so I've been told. I wonder if your companion is as devoted to the light as you are.
For the right offer, you know, you might be able to convince me. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you guys. Like, I don't like Malak either, but I'm not really willing to die over this.
Your loyalty is as fickle as ever, I see. Malak will find that amusing, though I seriously doubt he will want you of all people at his side. The Dark Lord would probably reward me if I just killed you once and for all, but he may want to question you given the trouble you've caused him, and the history between you.
History? The hell are you talking about?
You mean, oh, this can't be true, can it? You really don't know what's going on here, do you? Well, I won't be the one to deprive Malak of the pleasure of telling you himself. The Dark Lord will no doubt torture you for information and for his own twisted pleasure. Eventually, you will tell him everything. The Sith can be very persuasive. However, Lord Malak is in another sector. It may be some time before he arrives, so I suppose I will have to fill in for him until then. Activate the torture fields.
Awesome.
Enough. I don't want them to pass out before I question them. Malik will appreciate any information I can give him when he arrives.
Don't waste your breath, Saul. We won't answer any of your questions.
I'm sure you won't. However, we both know your friend's loyalties have proven in the past to be somewhat flexible.
What are you talking about, dumbass?
I am interrogating you, not the other way around. You will answer questions, not ask them. It is time to put your loyalty to the test. I doubt torturing you will gain me your true cooperation. Your will is too strong to be broken that way. However, even the strongest of heroes has trouble watching those they care about suffering. The interrogation will begin now. Each time you refuse to answer or give me a false answer, Karth will suffer.
Oh, that's easy. Do it. Torture him. I don't care. The guy's a dickhead. I don't give a fuck. Go ahead, torture him. I don't really like him
You
anyway.
expect me to fall for such a transparent ploy? You travel halfway across the galaxy with someone and you expect me to believe you feel nothing for each other? I tire of these games. Now I want answers. On what planet is the Jedi Academy at which you were trained?
Jedi Academy? I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking
Very
about.
well. This is the price of your resistance. Enough. You see what happens when you try to defy me. This first question was a test. Obviously, Malik knew the Academy was on Dantooine, and it has since been destroyed by our fleet. Dantooine is an empty graveyard now. Nothing is there but a smoking ruin and the charred remains of your former masters.
I never liked them anyway.
But your feigned indifference does not fool me. Your masters are eradicated, along with any hope of someone rescuing you. Now, tell me your mission. How were the Jedi planning on using you to stop Lord Malik and our Sith Armada?
He probably wouldn't believe me if I told him that anyway, but, we've been sent to assassinate Lord Malik.
You take me for a fool. The Jedi are not assassins. They would never devise such a plan. Perhaps you need a reminder of the consequences of refusing to cooperate.
No! Hey, the boy! Ah!
Listen, can you not hear him suffering? You can spare him further pain by simply answering my questions. Now I will ask again, on what mission did the Jedi Council send you?
You're a sick and evil man, Saul Kareth.
Perhaps another lesson is in order.
No! No! I beg you! Mercy! No!
I am surprised he did not pass out sooner. Rarely have I seen someone withstand such punishment and remain conscious. I see I am wasting my time here. When Malik arrives, you will learn my interrogation techniques are considered merciful among the Sith. I will leave you here in your cell with a small taste of the horrors you will suffer when Lord Malik arrives.
Yeah, you can go suck it.
Don't try to move too quickly. You might not be fully recovered yet. Admiral Kareth had his guards continue to torture you even after you passed out.
They tortured all of us, though you got the worst of it by far. Saul wanted them to make us suffer. He's become some sort of sadistic monster.
The dark side has perverted him, Karth. Once you start down the tainted path, it leads you ever further into the depths of evil. I fear he is forever lost.
Blah, blah, blah. Don't you ever get tired of being so preachy?
This is not a matter to joke about. If there is one thing we can learn from Saul, it's how the power of the dark side can corrupt even the bravest of heroes. Sorry, forgive me. Snapping at you like that won't help our situation. I suppose I'm taking the news of Dantooine's destruction quite hard. First Taras, now the Academy. Is there no end to the killing?
I know it's hard to believe, but they're probably all gone. And to be fair with you, we kinda had this coming. There was no way we were gonna be able to trounce around the galaxy kicking in people's doors and some shit not come back on us eventually. Hate to break it to you, sweet cheeks, but we kind of asked for this.
I'd like to believe that Saul was lying to us. But even as he said the words, I knew they were true. The Academy is gone. We should have felt a disturbance in the Force when the attack came. The fact that we did not is a bad sign. I fear the dark side is growing stronger, casting shadows our vision cannot pierce. I can only hope that some of the Jedi escaped. Rook, Endar, Zar. I cannot imagine all of them being gone. In any case, we've lost our one place of refuge in the galaxy.
None of this will matter if we don't get out of this prison before Saul gets back.
Where's Saul now?
Saul mentioned that Lord Malak was on his way. I think the Admiral left to prepare for his arrival and to report the results of our interrogation.
It is fortunate you were able to resist the Admiral's questioning. The fate of the galaxy could be changed by revealing the slightest piece of vital information.
I have to confess something. There was a moment, just a moment, when part of me was hoping that you would tell him what he wanted to know, just to make the horrible pain stop.
Saul would have tortured us no matter what I told him.
I've known Admiral Kareth a long time, and I think you're right. The interrogation was a sham. Saul was toying with us. He didn't care what we told him. I think it was just an excuse to torture us before Malak arrived.
Did you feel that? A disturbance in the Force. The Admiral has sent his message. The Dark Lord knows we're here now. Malak is coming.
Well, then we better hope HK-47 busts us out of here before he arrives.
You poor bastards. You poor, poor bastards. You all have no idea. Oh, I probably don't have anything, do I? I have nothing. All I have is... Of course, I don't have any repair parts because, you know, they took all my shit. Oh well. Don't mind me. Oh wow. Hell yeah. All right. We are geared up and good to go. It's good to see you're still good at killing meatbags, HK. That is certainly a plus to this entire situation. Bippity 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 boopity bippity boopity bippity boopity. I need all of my supplies. I forgot I have like a level 2 energy shield. Shit. I'm geared up. I don't really think that picking him was a bad idea. I think picking a droid might have been the best idea. There we go. Nice. Oh, I need spikes for this. I don't have spikes. Now I have spikes. It's over here. Nothing? Okay. Alright, what do you do? I'll slice into it. System commands. I don't have many spikes. Upload the entire area schematics. Thank you. Oh. Perfect. I already got the cell block key now. All we gotta do is just find the detention center and get my friends out of here. Should be easy enough. Nope. Nope. Also, no. Technically, dude, I'm not even here to save you assholes. I'm here to save my actual friends. So telling me to hurry up is not really going to help your case with me right now. Oh. Well. Okay. This could end up very badly for me. Not gonna lie, the pure fact I can set people on fire is pretty freaking amazing. Grant, I took a crap ton of damage in doing this, but okay. Because I can't use medkits, guys. Believe it or not, I have no ability to use medkits. I am a robot. I am not a person. A medkit is not going to help me in this situation. Thanks, game. Hopefully I only run into more technicians. I can kind of handle them, right? Like, technicians I can deal with. Anything more than technicians might be a bit of a... This way. Well, I have a Sith pass card now, so that's decent.
Be a droid, but when this is all over, I'm gonna see the Republic gives you a medal for your part in this. Now, if I remember the layout of the ship, our equipment should be in a storage chamber just through the north doors. After we grab our stuff, we need to get to the main bridge controls. The bridge is the only place that we can open the docking gates of the hangar where they've got the Ebon Hawk. We have to open those gates before we can fly out of here.
We better get moving. I can feel the darkness of Malak's presence approaching, and I don't want to be here when he arrives. None of us is a match for the Sith Lord.
Let's get our equipment and blast our way through those bridge controls. Blast our way to the bridge controls.
Surprise and secrecy will serve us best. A small group might have a better chance of sneaking onto the bridge undetected while the others make their way down to the Ebon Hawk.
Count me in, then. I've got a score to settle with the Admiral before we get off this ship. And I have a feeling I'm gonna find him on the Leviathan's bridge.
I'm coming too.
It's a good idea. The others can get to the Ebon Hawk on their own, but Karth and I might need your help. The three of us will get our equipment and make our way to the bridge. The rest of you head down to the docking hangar where they've got the Ebon Hawk. You'll have to find a way to deal with the guards.
Don't you worry about that. I know how to deal with the guards. They won't know what hit them.
Good. Get going to the equipment room and grab what you need and get going.
We'll meet you there as soon as we get those docking bay doors open. Just make sure the Hawk is ready to fly when we get there. And may the Force be with you.
We still have to get our equipment. Let's get going. Alright. Time to put my equipment. Excuse me. Chick. Where's my equipment? I want my stuff. Yeah. That's my shit. Did they legitimately just raid my entire ship and take everything? Is that what happened here? What's the chances I still have my lightsaber? What's the chances they did not take my lightsaber in the process here? Oh, well, there's my lightsaber. That's for sure. I'm the only one that uses a red one, clearly. Uh-huh. Alright. We are ready and set to go, everybody. Get our way off this damn ship or anything else stupid happens to me. Alright, so why are you the one taking negatives here? I thought you used 2 pistols, don't you? Isn't that like your gimmick? Oh, he's taking a -1 to dexterity. Are you not supposed to use more than 1 blaster pistol? Like, it looks like you can. I was under the impression you could use more than 1. Don't you use more than 1 blaster pistol? Isn't that kind of like your deal? I was fairly under the impression you could. But it looks like you're taking a -1 to that shit no matter what I do anyways. I'm just gonna use these 2. Screw it.
Yes, I'm here.
Alright. So where am I trying to go? This is why I upload the entire schematic. Probably the elevator, honestly. That seems to be the most reasonable place to go at this point. Alright. Yeah. Take the elevator. Hope we find a way out. Thankfully for you guys, I already did I had HK do most of the work. He cleaned out most of this place of any guards or technicians. So at least on that front, we should be fine. Thank goodness for that.
This is Canderous. We're at the Ebon Hawk. Like we figured, it's under heavy guard. But don't worry, we'll figure out a plan to take care of them.
Nice. Alright, let's get up to the bridge. This is Saw's ship, so I don't think we're going to be running into too many lightsaber users. I wouldn't expect to, at least. Sith guards I can deal with. They're easy. Hey, buddy. What's up? Yeah, get choked. Throw a lightsaber. I'm okay with that. Whap! And this is why dark side rules. Everything else can suck a dick. Oh no. So, guys, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but before you get really upset with me about this, cryoban grenade. Nope. It's fine. It's fine. I don't even need... These guys came equipped with, like, shields and shit. They were clearly ready for us. This is the most preparation I've ever seen these guys have for a fight. But it doesn't matter because, unlike you guys, I actually came prepared to fight you guys. There's a reason I've been working on my crowd control abilities, because this shit fucking rocks. I'm still really upset though that I had such a hard time on Tatooine get to this part in the game, and suddenly the game is like, yeah, you cool, it's fine, you got this far, you deserve it. So we just picked up a data pad. Let's see what that shit says. This data pad contains detailed descriptions of you and Bastila. It also has a brief message. Bastila escaped Terrace. Whoever can find and dispose of her and her Jedi companion will be rewarded greatly by Lord Malak himself. Oh, well, aren't they? Isn't he swell? An outstanding example of the human race. I assume. I only assume he's human. I can't verify that 100%, obviously. Yes. No way for me to be 100% sure that he is, in fact, a human. I can only judge by his sense of valiance and willing to give a reward for such details. He must clear... Okay. You guys have been watching me fight way too much. Get choked. These men are lobbing grenades at me. Did they watch my entire first part of this playthrough? Is that what's happening here? Did the game learn? Did somebody tell this game the best way to beat me is to use my own bullshit tactics against me? Because if that's what's happening right now, congratulations, game. You have successfully got the better of me. Stop it! Grenade happy asshole? Jesus! Alright. Shit, this does not have... I don't have the full schematic of this area, do I? And it looks like, everybody, that I am slowly whittling down my time for this episode. Alright. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. And you? Even better. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, what do you say? Oh, I got spikes for days, that's for sure. System commands. Let's see here. Return to root security commands. No. System commands. Open all doors. Upload area schematics. Ah! Oh no!